नमस्कार दोस्तों. Today is 22nd May 2021. Welcome to my channel Trade Plan Nifty. This channel is my journey in stock market, where on this specific video on daily basis I disclose my trade plan for a Nifty for the next trading session, review my last trading session result, learning and MTM at the end of the video. I hope these discussions will add value to your trade setup and trading idea. So this is a weekly wrap video on Nifty. But before we get into Nifty, let's get into global market. So what we see on S&P 500 is that S&P 500 is now playing in very narrow consolidation range, because of which we are seeing so much of volatility. Now S&P 500 has on last trading session has got a resistance on its 20 bar moving average and has closed in red. So it clearly shows that it doesn't have the required power to cross about 20 bar moving average. And slowly and steadily 20 and 50 coming closer, so somewhere S&P 500 is ready for a one big move in either direction. So coming week is going to be a very interesting week to see on how the S&P 500 is moving. But as of now, for the coming trading session, the S&P 500 has closed on negative, so this is definitely not a good sign for a emerging market like India. And this is mainly because US government 10 bond yield has formed a doji on 20 bar, and it may reverse from here. So if US government 10 bond yield is again started moving up, definitely all the global equity market will come under pressure. Subsequently, when we look into dollar index, the dollar index is also moving up. So this is also not a good sign for Bank Nifty in India, and definitely for our overall liquidity in the market. So global markets are definitely not looking good, at least for the Monday. Now let's look into Lalaji. When we look into Lalaji on weekly basis, we see that Lalaji had a very strong week, where it has taken a support on 8 bar moving average and had shown a big recovery, and it has closed above successfully above 15,050, which was a crucial level for our market. Having said that, weekly basis Nifty is looking in uptrend, which has closed above 8 bar, 20 bar, 50 bar and 200 bar moving average. Now when we look into daily chart, what we see is on daily basis also Lala J is closed above 8, above 50 and above 20, and this is definitely uptrend. But now it is way away from a monthly pivot of 14601, so it is in slightly overstretched scenario, but definitely it is in uptrend. Now for the coming week, when we look, now we have for a market a very good support at 15030, or you can say 15,000, which is weekly pivot, monthly my black line, magical black line, and also weekly L3. So I use a very simple trade setup. If you want to know more about my trade setup, then please check out my video called Trade Setup on my YouTube channel, Trade Plan Nifty. So now market will have a very good support at 15030, and if 15030 is broken, then the next support for a market is at 14,900. So these are the two critical support for a market in the coming week. And on upper side, market will have a resistance on 15303. And if 15303 is broken, then the next target could be 15,431. But having said that, on daily basis, market is in uptrend. On 15-minute chart, definitely market is close above 8, above 20, above 50 and above 200. So here also market is looking in uptrend. So moving average wise, market is definitely, the trend is up. Now let's look into our market profile. When we look into market profile for a Monday CPR is way above the Friday CPR. So market profile also confirms that the trend is in up direction. But market is tricky, mainly because when you look into SGX, the SGX has closed on Friday at 15122, which is very close to Monday's pivot, which is at 15117, but still above pivot and just closer to the monthly uh, H4. So market is definitely on monthly basis in overstress scenario. So we need to be very careful and see where the market is opening on Monday. The opening is going to define how the market will be. But definitely the open is within the CPR and within the range of Friday. So I'll be not surprised if Monday will be a sideway market for us. And sideway market means that you have to play with the minimum quantity, and if possible, just stay out of the market and see, look out for a price breakout. As a defensive trader, that could be one strategy. But if you want to trade, then a trade plan could be, if the market is opening above 15122, then any dip towards 15047 is a good buy. So buy on dip as a defensive trader makes sense, which is 15047 is weekly L3, for Monday S1, combination of my black line, 50 bar moving average, and as well as closer to weekly pivot, and also for Monday L3, which is also 15047. So 15047, any dip towards 15047 is a good buy for a target of 15 to 50. But it could be a sideway market, and if market is opening below pivot, that is 15117, then it could also be a sell on rise. So it opens below and it directly goes up, then somewhere closer to 15200 or 15175, one can short a market for a target of 15050. So Monday looks like a sideway day for me. um, Play with the minimum quantity, and depending upon the open, you have to be flexible enough to change your trade plan. So with that mindset, I will enter the market on Monday. So please check out my idea update on tradingview.com, where I will update my idea at the open. Please consult your financial advisor before you take any trade. So now let's see what happened on Friday. So Friday was a fantastic day. So what I have done was that on Thursday night itself, after riding this short position, I have entered two lot closer to 200 bar moving average. And on moving average, 200 is like a god, and it did provide the support to the market. And what a support it was! Then market had a gap up opening, and then we had a solid trending day. I did not made any fresh position on Nifty, and rode the whole wave. First, I continue riding this, and somewhere on this green bar, I exited both my position. And then when the market went down, I just took a one short lot here to see if it is coming closer to the one range, and then I rode this wave also. And somewhere on this red bar, when I realized nothing is happening, I entered with one more lot, and I rode this entire wave. And just closer to this doji, which was formed somewhere on this green bar, I exited all my position. So it was a fantastic day for me. I also took some position on Reliance Hero Motocorp, and I rode those waves also. So good week overall for me. So what's my learning? So my learning is that with my work and many things, what I should do is that I shouldn't focus on taking more than two trade in a day. I should just focus on Nifty, one trade at one time for another 2 month. Idea is not to make money. Idea is to ensure that I don't lose money, and I build my confidence, my trade setup, my trade management, and profit booking. So that's the idea. And play with the two lot. I could have increased my position here and maximize my profit, but that's all right. I am here. Market is here. Patience is what gonna make me rich. But idea over here is learning. Just stick with trade plan and execute it well, and book profit, small profit, but book profit so that the confidence is built. So that's my learning. So let's look into my PNL. So May month has been a good month for me so far. So overall profit is 27,000 rupees. So on last Friday, I made a profit of 23,365. So far so good. uh, I hope these discussions are adding value to your trade setup and trading idea. For a creator like me, your likes, your comments make me motivate to come back and make more of this video. So please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay healthy, wear mask. Jai Hind.